Hey guys, Travis here on day 2 of the semifinals at Galen Center, joined by Locodoco of Quantic Gaming. Locodoco, I have not spoken to you in quite some time, at least in front of the camera. What have you been up to these days?
Just playing LOL and practicing hard
For what?
for qualifications and relegations.
So how's things going with the team?
Good, bad, not so good.
What does that mean?
We're doing well. Like I like where we're at, and I like the rate where we're improving. I know we're not where we need to be, but like just looking at the timeline and how fast we're improving, and how well we played before we moved to NA, and like our schedule got sort of screwed. Like we'll be at the right place. We'll be at the right level of skill when we qualify.
So it sounds as though you're suggesting you got a little weaker when you came to North America?
Well, it's not even coming to North America. It's like the week before, like we didn't get to play at all because everyone had to go back to their house, like say goodbye to their parents, pack stuff up and stuff like that. Yeah. And when we came here, like we had to play versus like non-level 30s, and then we had to solo queue, and then we never got like time as a team to like sit down and scrim and like get back into like the actual schedule of like practicing. Like we were grinding solo queue, we were grinding ranked 5s, and like just getting to USA, or like just getting used to USA and stuff like that. Yeah.
So Loco, what have you thought of Worlds so far?
Worlds, it's good. Like I love some of the teams like really showing up. Fnatic, Royal, oh my god, like all three of those teams really surprised me. Vulcan also, well not Vulcan. Okay, Vulcan overall were better than I thought they would be, but Mandatory Cloud is like, honestly, I had somewhat of a respect for certain NA players skill-wise, and I never saw Mandatory Cloud like, I didn't like religiously check LCS matches. I heard Mandatory was good, and then after watching him play, like he wasn't overhyped. He is good on an international level. He is good.
So do you respect North American teams right now?
I respect certain North American teams and certain players, but like, well, it's same as all regions. You have joke teams, you have like bad teams, you have good teams also, and you have like teams that are just there because of publicity and history.
So what have you thought of the teams that have made it to the semifinals and all that? Have any surprises there? Did you expect to see both of the two Korean teams make it there?
Well, like Ozone, like Mata is like my little brother. Like I taught him how to play, like, and like he really developed into his own player even after like he stopped playing with me, and like I'm just so proud of him. But like I was really disappointed that how they played at Worlds. Like I wasn't happy with their performance. I'm sure they weren't happy either. SKT, they're just SKT. Like they did well. Everyone, they knew they were gonna do well, and like Sword also really showed up. And I guess like all Korean, other than Ozone, I think all Korean teams performed really well. They showed that Koreans are the best regions. Like maybe not by a mile like everyone thought they were, but like I think Korea proved they're the best region. Well, and we'll see in the finals, like because we already have one Korean team in the finals, and it's gonna either be a European team or a Chinese team now, and it's gonna be, and then we'll see. Like, but I'm really proud of like how Korea's done.
So I think whenever I interviewed you when you were coming over here, I asked you, what's your confidence about getting into the LCS, and I think you said something like results now or practice now, trash talk later, or something to that extent. So now that you've been playing on North America servers and you've been playing some of the teams, can you maybe revisit your confidence levels on going into the LCS?
North American teams, especially the ones we'll have to play against in relegation, like the challenger teams and the 3 LCS relegated teams, are a bit better than I thought of them to be. But the biggest thing was we were overconfident in how well we were going to do after like the switch. Like we thought we would stay at the level we were, but obviously we dropped down a lot. But it's a lot easier like going from like where you dropped down and then getting back to where you were, than like starting from scratch, like being bad and being good. Like it's not like that for us. We were good. Like I'm just telling y'all, we were, and then we dropped down a little, and then now we're getting back into the groove, and our schedule is really tight. Like I know for a fact we play longer and more and harder than any other NA team, and like we try to study VODs too, like when we have our own time. Like I know my team puts their heart and soul into it. Like I'm confident that we will, like I don't want to say we'll make LCS 100%, but we'll give it our best shot, and I think our best shot is more than good enough.
So hey, that's a nice track jacket you got.
Thank you. Some greasy hair interviewer bought it for me.
It's very nice of him.
It was okay of him. He threatened me. He said he was going to take my money away if he didn't.
So it's not greasy, by the way. It's very nice.
What?
It's very nice compared to your hair.
I don't think your hair is receding also.
By the way, that track jacket is really cool. I actually like how it sort of pops up and covers your birthmark, actually. So other than that, any other thoughts you have on the Worlds?
Okay, like a lot. Let me think.
Well, these are some good thoughts.
Yeah. Well, like internationally, I think like every region showed up. Like seriously, every region showed up. Maybe except for C, but they had to play against SKT, who were probably like the favorites of this tournament. But like China really, really showed up as a region. Like after All Stars, like a lot of teams were they diminished China. They were like, they have their own meta, and their own meta is beat World Elite, so they're out of the loop. But they weren't out of the loop. Oh my God! And Royal really, really showed up, and they showed they have some of the best mechanical players in the world. Uzi is like the second coming of Wei Xiao, and Cool is like a Chinese version of Faker, and Love Lin. Oh my God, what a player! He knows when to make the plays, and he's probably the only player that went from like being one of the best in one role, support, to being one of the best in another role, jungle. Like, Loveland is, oh my fucking God, Emba.
Very good. Do you have any shout-outs, plugs, anything you want to say here at the end? I mean, you have a new team. Maybe you want to promote like some of their Twitters or do you stream? Like, what's going on with Locodoco?
Okay, well, like for shout-outs, like, well, I just want to say like, it was so good meeting old friends here, like friends like Whites and Tabe from like long ago when they were on IG. Like, I talked to Tabe and Whites, and like it was so nice talking to them. Like after like 2 years, like I first met them when I first started playing. You know, like in W. Can you stop that?
Old friends? No, seeing old friends like
you too. Like God, I missed you too. But whatever. Like old friends like Tabe.
Like whatever.
Like Tabe and Mikako, and also like it was so nice seeing all the Najin people again, especially Najin Shield, and also like it's so nice seeing Sword again, especially Nagane and Watch. And it was okay seeing SKT. And I'm really disappointed that I didn't get to see Ozone because I only came for the semis and they already left. And yeah, and it was also really nice seeing all the NA players again, like Reggie, Hashad, like old friends from like before. It was really nice. And like shout outs to my team for like just bearing with me, and I know we have a really tough schedule, and like but they listen. Like they're like my little brothers. They listen really well. I'm really proud, and like I know we're gonna do so well. Like people just wait. Like you guys can shit talk, like just shit talk all you want. Like I really don't give a crap. Like just wait till relegations and then let the results talk. Like whatever, I can shit talk them back. Like I can shit talk the shit talkers back, but where does that get me? Like whatever. And
on the front page of Reddit.
Reddit is like drama. Like I don't like Reddit that much. Okay, and yeah, that's about it. And I want to say thank you to Fuji, our manager. Like he's a great manager, and thank you to Simon, like our owner. Like he supports us, and like he goes out of his ways to like make sure the team does best. And like thanks to Quantic in general, like just for giving me and my team like an opportunity to come to NA and play. And thanks to Roadcat for the gear, and thanks to Need for Seats for the chairs. Okay.
Thank you so much for the interview. Locodoco, always a pleasure. Looking forward to interviewing you a lot over the coming year. So you always say interesting things and have interesting perspectives.
You have an interesting face.
GameSpot.com/esports for the rest of our coverage of Worlds.